During one of my fun spiritual workshops in 2015, I had said that in a few years I would like to talk about one of my biggest money manifestations, and I think this is the right time to talk about it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel Manifest with Sagar and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. The reason why I did not share about this manifestation while it was happening or immediately after it happened is because of a very important spiritual rule that I want to share with everyone. It is called no announcement before achievement, or achieve first, announce later. I have written about this on awakenwithsagar.com under the spiritual lifestyle section and also discussed about it in a separate discussion as well. The link to the article as well as the video is in the description below. I highly recommend everyone to go through it and understand that spiritual rule. This is more of a story in which I want to share how magnificent the universe is and how magically things can happen with you at the perfect time in your life. And this is one of those good memories that I really want to share because I want to share the possibility of possibilities in this world. If you may have watched my coming out story, in which I have discussed a series of events that happened in my life around the age of 25 to 30, and that is the age as well when many things tend to overwhelm you with their presence. You are in a job, you are probably buying a home as well, have borrowed a loan and you have to repay that, and everything seems to be sitting on your head. And I had already spiritually awakened by then, fortunately. So that is when I thought of taking a break from work and just giving myself some time. I wanted some time off for myself, just a few months, and I thought that let me just breathe, let me live. That is what I wanted. But then that break of a few months kept on extending. I started applying within 3 to 4 months, but then nobody was giving me a job, saying that there is a gap of 3 months, 4 months, and that gap kept on extending, unfortunately. But a miracle happened in 2015, and that is the biggest money manifestation that I want to share here. I was continuing to apply to jobs and getting rejected, but in May 2015, I got an email notification from LinkedIn in which they had listed a couple of job openings, and I found one of them to be suitable. It was in Hinjewadi, Pune itself, and I applied to it, and the HR talked to me. Then I went to their office in Hinjewadi, and another HR just looked at me, looked at my resume, and they were just hiring people. They were just filling positions and keeping a team ready for some future projects. And even the technical person who conducted my interview, it was not even an interview, it was just a 5 to 10 minute casual discussion. And I was offered the job. It was a 6-digit monthly salary. I joined in June 2015. Job was not the manifestation because there was no work. They were just hiring people for a future project, and that future project was also unknown. The base company was somewhere else in another city, and I was on bench, as they say, for 6 months. From June to December 2015, I was just hired, and many others like me were also hired. All that we were doing was just going to the office and coming back home doing absolutely nothing. There was also, of course, on your own, a lot of scope to learn things, but there was no work at that workplace, in that company. That is why I call this a very, very big money manifestation, because it lifted me back. The feeling of not receiving that month end SMS that your account is credited with your salary is a very different or a weird feeling for someone who has been receiving that SMS for a long period of time. So I had this setback. I had got hit by my own decision of taking a break, which unfortunately got extended. But then this manifestation happened at such a beautiful time in my life that it really made me feel not only charged about life or about myself, but also this proved to me that what I have been believing in, the internal work that I have been doing on myself, does manifest in the form that you don't even expect. Probably you get more than what you desire. I myself quit the company in December 2015 because of two reasons. First of all, the unpleasant feeling of taking that salary without really giving anything in return. That is not a very good feeling, and it is not energetically a very right thing to do. I believe in working more than the money that you receive, or giving more money than the services you receive. That is what I genuinely believe in. Even if it is just 2 to 5 rupees extra, you should always try your best to do that. So that is the one very big reason why I thought of just quitting. And secondly, brain damage in the sense there was no work, there was no learning happening at all, there was no creativity, there was no growth at all. So I decided to quit this and maybe join somewhere else or look for something else as well. The point here is that miracles can happen as well. Miracles have no size. So I would not say that this was a big manifestation. Energetically, nothing is big, isn't it? As long as you are continuing to work on your inner purity, that is all that you need to get everything that you want in the most satisfying manner. That is extremely important. So let me talk about purity before I end this discussion. There is a detailed article on awakenwithsagar.com in which I have explained, the link to that is in the description of this video. I have explained the differences in between purity and celibacy. You cannot use these two words interchangeably, because celibacy means abstinence from physical pleasures. You understand what kinds of physical pleasures. But purity is that of your thinking, that of your perspectives. Do not gossip. Do not talk ill about others. Do not make fun of others. Do not laugh at others. These are very simple things that very easily disrupt or destroy your inner purity. I do not want many people to watch this video. I am being very cunning here because this is a very big time secret to a very happy and peaceful life. There are some people who I know who talk ill about other people's castes as well. And besides the way they look, the way they dress, making fun of them, dominating them, denigrating them, insulting them indirectly from a distance, watching people and shaming them for who they are. It is an extremely bad habit to do. I personally detest such habits, and you should not do that at all, because that basically means that you are not able to look at life from or through pure eyes, clean eyes. You're looking for the bad out there. Bad in terms of your own definition, isn't it? You're looking for all the things that you don't like, instead of looking for all the beauty in this world. There is so much beauty in this world, but you are ignoring 90% of that and focusing on the 10% so-called bad elements that are making you uncomfortable. Yes, if someone is badly behaved, I always say this, if someone's nature is not good, if someone is badly behaved, then yes, go ahead and criticize that person, fight with that person, that's also fine. But things that people don't have control over, like your sexual orientation, your fat, your body type, your skin color, your hair, falling hair as well, your graying hair as well, do not ever speak bad about such things, because that destroys your purity. And once your purity is destroyed, you cannot really get things very easily. You have to struggle a lot, and if you're okay with struggle, I have no problems at all. I called this my biggest money manifestation, not because of the money received or the amount that was received. It is how beautifully everything just lined up for me. These are very big elements that lined up just for me, that turned out to be a very beautiful blessing in disguise from the universe. And it was like as if the universe just wanted to give me that money for certain things that I wanted to achieve in that year. So I did, and this is the promised money manifestation that I wanted to share. I said that I would in 2015 after a few years. So here I am. Visit awakenwithsagar.com to share your money manifestations with me, or you can share them in the comments boxes below as well. If you would like to join my WhatsApp forum, you can find it on awakenwithsagar.com itself.